What's up, y'all? It's me, Chi Divine, here at DragCon 2016. And you know what? I don't get ready, I stay ready.
Yeah. What's going on YouTube?
Jamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is boy Jamar here once again. Today is the day of our days to be gay. Today is the day of Drag Race. Season 9. What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamar here once again after about a smooth month. Okay? And the conditions of my last video still stand. Unfortunately, I can't come back in full capacity like I want to. But no matter what the? Okay, first of all, I want y'all to see this if I can, real quick. Do y'all see my dog? My dog has been hunching his bed for the past 2-3 days. Does any? I need some help, y'all. I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, I just don't know. He just became in heat, but he's a boy dog. I don't know. But that's irrelevant to today's conversation because today we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, and I didn't get to talk about any of the things that happened prior to. I didn't get to talk about the first 15, 20 minutes that happened. So this video may be very long because I have a lot to say. I have a lot of feelings. But I have my handy dandy little pad here with the girls' looks and entrance looks. So since this was mainly a look episode, and there was some stuff that happened in Untucked, which we will get to. Oh boy, yes, God. Okay, because you know what, it was killing me that I wasn't able to do like a review immediately after the episode ended. But because they're on Fridays now, it kind of throws shit off. I had class on Saturdays, so I couldn't watch Untucked, and I need to put both of them in the same video because there'd be stuff that happened in Untucked that you'd be wishing that you talked about in the main episode. So we just gonna put them all together, whatever it may take. So finally, the season begins and Peppermint walks into the room. Now, in terms of her outfit, at first I was kind of I didn't dislike it, but I was kind of like, okay, the first bitch that's come into the room, I'm thinking she's gonna look like, oh, okay, well, that's cute. You know, that's kind of like how I was. I don't know if that's kind of like middle of the pack. Was that? Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like wow at the same time. I think I like the hair more than anything else. So kudos to Peppermint. Next we have Valentina, who came to the room. Now, Valentina, this whole process has just like, she just exudes a sense of like perfection. Like she just looks fake, and not in a bad way. Like she looks so perfect that she looks fake, and it's like, I'm wondering how this is possible. I'm like, how do you look like that and you're living doing drag for 10 months? Now, some people don't believe her, and I think that's only because she looks so good, and I think that's a good thing if it's true. I mean, but why lie? I don't know. Who knows? But she came in, and you can't just say Valentina. You have to say it Valentina with her. The way she put that tongue against her teeth to make that sound. So, next comes in Miss Eureka O'Hara. Now, I did not care for Eureka's entrance look. I did not like it. I know I'm going to be in the unpopular opinion here. I did not care for it on her. For some reason, that combination of colors and then with that hair, it's something, it didn't work for me. To me, it didn't seem very flattering for her. And again, like I said, I may just have an unpopular opinion here, but just when I look at it, sorry, I'm trying to sign into my my mail as I'm talking so I can get to the Untucked stuff. But it just didn't, I don't know. I can't really say what it is. I think it's the color scheme. I know I didn't like the wig. I don't know. I just felt like with her, it didn't flatter her. Now, her later outfits of the episode, those were great. This one, the entrance into it, not so much. But I guess it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Who came out after Eureka? Charlie Hides. Now, Charlie has made a name for himself having these big shirts with these sayings on the front of it. Like he has one with that Donald Trump saying, "Grab him by the pussy," and has like I think it's made out of a cat or something. So he's very comical. He likes to play, those types of jokes. And I think I'm going to really like Charlie Hides because Charlie has my kind of humor. I love that he looks amazing considering his age. Now, I know that if it comes down to it, Charlie has to win Snatch Game. He has to. And I will be so upset, God forbid, if he does not make it to Snatch Game. Because it is just like a perfect setup for him to win. He's done Madonna, he's done Gaga, he's done Cher, he's done Lana Del Rey. Like, he impersonates all the time. So, and he has the humor for it. I just can't wait. So, shout out to Charlie Hides. Next comes Pheromone. Now, somebody said, I think it was Eureka, or somebody else, that was talking about how Pheromone looked like Christina Aguilera. Now, y'all know, I love me some Christina. But Farrah is so precious. Farrah is like, that is a woman. That is a little girl. Sorry, Valentina, but that should have been Farrah's tagline. Like, that is a woman. Okay? I need to check her genital area because just to make sure that you... Because it's like, she looks so, like, she's so tiny. Like, her, even out of drag, she's still pretty. Like, Pheromone could put on the lipstick and mascara and be in drag. She can. Like, it just seems like her facial structure and her bone structure is already feminine. So it's not like she has to carve out all these cheekbones. She doesn't like she has to really lift her, eyes with heavy eyeliner and heavy eye makeup. Like, it's already there. Like, whatever she does is just an enhancement. Okay, it's not necessary. And I did like her wig. I know she's like the little body queen. She doesn't really do tits, and I think that's like a trend for the current drag queens. Is like they're kind of shying, making like titties and nails optional. And, a lot of, like, the midway to older queens don't really feel, too keen on that. So, I mean, it's a personal preference, honestly. It doesn't really matter to me. It just depends on how you work it. If it's just, naturally how you want to express yourself, go for it, bitch. I don't got no problem with it. Next, we have Sasha Velour. Now, Sasha's outfit, is that a Mickey Mouse pin? No, it's not. I can't tell what that is. It looks like an eyeball with some lips. I can't really tell. I'm trying to look at her picture here, but I can't really tell, like, what is this pendant here? I can't really zoom in and tell what that is. But what I really want to say about Sasha's entrance is Peppermint's reaction to her. I wonder, did she really yell at the top of her lungs the way that she did? Because Peppermint's expression, when she was yelling, she was like, what? That is exactly how I was looking, like, what in the world is going on? But I love Sasha. Sasha's still dope. I think she's incredibly talented. Next, we have Alexis Michelle. Okay. Now, Alexis, sweetheart. I thought this when you did your entrance, and I thought maybe this was just a one-time thing, but I saw it later on in your Lady Gaga look. Something about the way that Alexis Michelle padded, at least in this particular episode, mainly in this look right here, and we're going to look at this. It looks like Alexis has a diaper on. It looks like a one big fupa here in the front, or it looks like she's pregnant. Like, there's too much going on here in the front, mama. It just looked like a diaper. Mind you, everything else is sickening, but I just couldn't step away from that fupa in the front. And I swear I love Alexis. Alexis' confessional is everything. But, you know, just that part was so distracting. And I'm just like, oh, man. Now, moving on along, because I guess we're not too far in. Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee, unfortunately for me, fell into the Eureka category for this entrance look. I mean, it's very Banji. That she likes to call herself bougie and Banji, but it's, again, to me, didn't seem very flattering, and she wore a lot more flattering outfits later on in the episode. This in particular, and I don't know if you guys noticed that she had a picture of a pearl on in her outfit, which I thought was interesting. But, I mean, just, you know what? Actually, you know, I think I just found out what it was about this look that bothers me the most. I think it's these socks. I think it's these socks into these clear shoes are the part that bothers me the most. Really, anything up top, I'm not really about. I think it's those green socks and those clear boots. I think that's what it is that I don't like. So I think I just corrected that. But other than that, Shea Coulee has a lot of one-liners. She's very funny in her confessionals. And I think she's going to have a great sound bites throughout the season. Next, oh no. Next we have this bitch. Okay. So, Trinity was in a lot of people's predictions to be one of the first to go home. I think that's just because her Meet the Queens, you know, the very little time that she had, she didn't really make herself very memorable. And then her outfit, was probably like the least favorite amongst those. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me just give her a chance. I'm sure she's probably amazing. But then we get to the first few minutes of the show. She's shading Aja. She's throwing all this shade to Eureka. Or, you know, just giving off this very pompous vibe. And then she said, oh, I'm a fan of plastic surgery. I went from a pancake to a Kardashian. I need to know where. I need to know where the Kardashian is. Which Kardashian? Not Kim. Not Khloe. Which Kardashian? You may be giving more of like a Kris Jenner. But not a Kardashian. What? Somebody said she went from a pancake to a waffle. Trinity, no ma'am. She's talking about she doesn't pad, girl. I mean, not saying that you have to, because not everybody wants to have like hips out the world. But you know what? I think it is. I think it's just because she has, at least up until this point, a very ugly attitude. So it's very easy to clock a lot of flaws in her outfit. So I'm just gonna leave her alone for. Oh no! Wait, I almost let this go. Did y'all catch it when she was in her confessional talking about she doesn't like to be called a pageant queen because there's a stigmatism with pageant queens? Let me run that back one. There's a stigmatism with pageant queens. A stigmatism, bitch? You mean a negative stigma? Those producers are shady for not correcting her and putting that in the final edit. Damn, y'all gonna watch that back. I'm telling y'all, she said astigmatism. Bless her. Bless her heart, child. Now we get Miss Kimora Black. Now, I actually got to meet Kimora last week here in Houston. She performed at our local club, South Beach. I'll try to remember to put a picture of her and I here at this part. And Kimora is, initially, just because of her demeanor in the Meet the Queens, I was like, oh boy, here we go. She's going to be that one. But at the same time, I know she's going to be, the person that we're not going to like. But I feel like her bitchy moments are going to be moments that are dignified. And I'm going to get. Like, I was, like, in the first few minutes, like when they were trying to get their workstation, they were giving out a drag, getting ready, and Aja was over there saying, oh, I got this piece from this person, I got this collection, I got this made of this, and this from there, and I'm just like, girl. And I felt it when Kim was like, I mean, that's great now, honey, but you going out doing all this like no one cares, honey. And some people thought that was kind of like a haterish, but I'm like, I didn't think of it was as being a hater. I just think of it as like nobody really wants to sit here and listen to somebody talk about all the great things that they have in the tone of where it's like, oh, look at what I have and look at what you don't, kind of. And I kind of feel like that's kind of like what she was getting off of that. I mean, I get that too, but when you're just going on and on, it's just like, girl, I mean, that's great and honey, but who cares? Are you gonna wear it, sis? But I'm like Kimora so far. I think, she's getting a bad rap. Now I'm gonna have to read you Kimora later on because, girl, some of your outfit choices I was not too much here for. We're gonna come back to that. James Manfield came in, and I saw James as well. I'm gonna put a link to that picture here. And he performed the same number that he did for the premiere, and I am having issue understanding my feelings with James. And you know what I think it is? I think I'm not gonna really understand him until I see more of his character out of drag. Cause him in drag, I can only take so much. I cannot. At least right now, it's very early. It's the first episode, but I just feel like that's gonna wear on me after a while. And I hope there's like a breakthrough, which is crazy because so many people associate him and they say that he reminds me of Bendela Creme, and I love Bendela. I just don't know. And I think James is really talented. I love what he does on YouTube as far as drag herstory and all those things. But well, okay. As far as the outfit is very James. I get it. It's very on brand. And I really didn't have any problems with the outfit. I think the puppet was a cute accessory. The wig is huge and very draggy. Eureka tried it because she's like, what did she say? How, is this real or fake? And she was like, and she was poking fun at herself and saying everything from the feet up is pretty much fake. And she was like, no, I mean your personality. They was like, ooh, and she just smiled and grinned. I don't know if she caught that shade or did they just play a clip where she was just smiling or not. But I was like, honey, it's this next bitch. Now y'all know Miss Nita Bonita Banana Fafana Osama Bin Laden on season 9 Brown. Miss Nina, I know if you watching, I love you, bitch. You know I live for you, honey. And this mouse outfit, girl, yes. Do y'all see these hip pads from east to west, bitch? I love Nina. I have loved Nina for quite some time. She was one of the very first people I that I found and discovered on YouTube when looking up drag tutorials. Way back from like a clip that she did like in 2013 or 14. Back when she used to do makeup tutorials. She don't do that no more. But when I saw her do the transformation, I'm like, oh, okay, this is neat. And then I looked through her page one day and I saw she did like Ursula and Hades, and I was just like, oh yes. Oh yes, I am subscribing and looking at everything that this bitch is doing, because that's the kind of drag that's interesting to me. And it still kills me how much hate that she got when the reveal came out and how many people were associating her with Acid Betty. And personally, if they did any kind of research and looking into what Acid Betty does and what Nina Bonita does costume and creative special effects makeup, whereas Acid Betty seems to me more of like an abstract patterns and not necessarily characters. Like she just takes a lot of shapes and different things and just turns it into a face. Whereas Nina does like full blown like characters and like makes it very animated and cartoonish and just very interesting, at least to me. So I never really understood that comparison. And me and her, Well, I hop on her live all the time, and she be trying to read me down boots. And Nina, I know you watching, bitch. Still fuck you for all the shit that you be saying. I still love you though, girl. So, lastly, we have Aja. Now, also, Aja is the projected winner of the season just because she has like a lot of preseason buzz, and she became very famous very fast in the Brooklyn scene of drag, and I am not sold on this entrance look. And you know what I think it is with Aja? I think Aja's not gonna give you much, look wise, just based on look alone. And I could be wrong, this could change, but I feel like because of who she is and her attitude and how confident she is going to make the look better. I think she's gonna have like the Adore effect. Like a lot of Adore's outfits weren't that great, but because we loved who Adore was and how she just kind of rocked it with, her personality, it made it better. So I think that's what Aja might give. But then again, it's too early, so we'll just have to wait and see. So the challenge we're now going to go into the hometown runways, and we're already 20 minutes in, and I'm barely done with you know what? I don't care. It's just going to have to be a long video. I will talk about drag. Sue me. Shout out to Nina again. Shout out to Nina. So, Peppermint and her New York City drag. I enjoyed this look. I don't have, it's New York City. It's great. I think I love the wig. The gown almost looks similar to what she had in the season 9 promo look. If she had the little, what is that? A torch, I guess. I like it. It's cute. Now, however, just for the sake of conversation, I'm going to go and skip over to Aja. Where are you, Aja? Here she go. And she also did like a Statue of Liberty type deal. But the thing is about this, I think this is very, very predictable. And Sasha mentioned that in the in Untucked, and how like the first thing people think about is the Statue of Liberty for New York City, and just like you would think that a drag queen would take it to another level or think more outside of the box. And even with this look, even though I do kind of think it's kind of plain, I honestly feel like if Aja had padded, like if Aja's hips were wider and were given her body a bit more of a shape, it would have sold the outfit just a little bit more, as opposed to being like, kind of straight down. But that's just me. I'm about to sit here like I'm some motherfucking Vashtanisha or something. But that would just be my opinion of what I think would potentially make the outfit pop a little bit more. Next, we have Valentina. Now, this was what we saw in the promo. Valentina, again, just everything. Just everything is still just so poised, so well put together. So it still is very simple, very well executed. Eureka. I loved this look. Now, this look from Eureka, I liked. Like, she even has the cigarettes all in the hair. She has the baby. She has the cigarettes. Let me show y'all into this detail because I probably didn't get to see it. She has the cigarettes in her mouth, in her hair, and the pack of cigarettes as an earring, bitch. Yes. And it was so campy, so much fun. And I was so entertained by it. Shout out to Eureka. She did a great job. Charlie Hides. Charlie tried, but I don't think it was executed the way that he planned. But he did say in Untucked that it was the only time they tried to do that reveal. And he kind of made it look like it was supposed to be choreographed, but I felt like it'd take longer than what it was supposed to take. And after all of that going on, it didn't really change much. I was like, wait, what really did you change? I think the skirt was removed. I couldn't really tell. I couldn't really watch it back. But, other than that, I think I still would have felt more. And I feel like it was supposed to be more, but he just had like a little, maybe a wardrobe malfunction. Okay, now I'm going to bring Pheromone and Kimora Black into the same category because they're both Vegas girls. Now, I I was listening to somebody else's review, and I'm glad that they said it, and I wasn't the only one that thought it. Was for both of these looks, like, we got Pheromone. Here's her red, with a giant headdress. And where's Kimora? Yeah, and here's Kimora in like basically the darker brown and blackish version. It didn't come off as Vegas to me. It looks like something that you would probably wear like at Coachella or Carnival in the Bahamas or something. Like, when I was thinking, now, if you remember what Pheromone wore at her premiere party with the big pink feather and, the skin, that is what you should have wore for this. That gives me Vegas. What she put on this doesn't really give me Vegas. Not really. I'm getting more like a cross between Asian and tribal culture. Like, the bottom part here is like an Asian gown, and this part here is like an African tribal headset. Like, it wasn't to me Vegas. It's still a great gown and a great look, but just not to represent Vegas, if that makes sense. Sasha Velour's outfit, I think it was cute. It was very club kid. I don't know if I would necessarily agree about them taking away the portrait, though. I think I actually liked it. I think it kind of, I think it's my asymmetrical. Like, if you have something in this hand, something needs to be going on in the other hand. I don't know. It didn't really bother me. I like it. Shout out to Sasha Velour. Because I want to try to move. I haven't even got to the Gaga looks, and it's already 26 minutes in. Oh well. Alexis Michelle. Again, padding, girl, padding. Fupa in the front. She mentioned in Untucked that this outfit was kind of like a last minute change to where it was just going to be like an all New York thing, but then she wanted to put the writing on her body with the Black Lives Matter and equal rights, equal pay, and things of that nature. And you couldn't really see a lot of it, at least from the camera, and it kind of took away from it a little bit, almost made it look kind of messy in a way. But I think it was still cute, though. I think I like hers more than the other two New York looks for Peppermint and Aja. If I had to pick one from the three, that's my favorite New York look. Shea Coulee. Now, this I liked. This, again, very campy. And she gave that one line, like, I love a big wiener between two buns. Like, I told her she's going to have some great sound bites this season. She has the big hot dog and all the condiments and all into the gown. It's great. It was fantastic. I love that. Trinity Taylor. Okay. Now, I get it. A part of me liked the whole backdrop thing. And when she turned around, it was supposed to be the sun. And I'm so glad somebody else said it. And Michelle Visage said that when she turned around, it looked like an anus. Go back and look at that thing when she turned around. It just looked like it was just one big booty hole. I'm serious. Y'all should go watch it back. The first part was still cute. I enjoyed it, but it looked like a booty hole, y'all. We're just gonna leave it at that. James, no, absolutely not. There was so many other places you could have took this look, baby, but no, James, no. I don't know what you're gonna do in this competition, baby, but this ain't it. This is not it, baby. We'll see. And of course, Nina Bonita, girl, look at this. Look at this. Who does that? Who can turn themselves into a peach? Now, this actually looks like, if you guys follow her on Instagram, the Valentine's look that she did, where she turned herself into like a heart. Truly amazing. Let's see. I think that's it for the hometown looks. Now, for the Gaga looks, because it's going so long, I'm only going to talk about the ones that actually have something to say. Valentina's look was as pretty as she is and as polished as she's been up until this point. I thought that was very plain. I know it was one of Gaga's favorites, but just me, it just didn't give me anything. It was really just a wig with a little black mesh, and then with the glasses, you couldn't even see her face. Like, didn't do it for me. I loved Eureka's outfit with the telephone. That was amazing. Charlie Hyde's was amazing. Pheromone. Now, see, I clocked this. I thought something was wrong. In the episode, they said, I wish there was a tearaway. And when she went in Untucked, she revealed that there was a tearaway. And you could see that she was about to do it. I thought that's what she was reaching for, but then she just turned around. I'm like, girl, if you done did all the work to get in this outfit, and I'm just not going to put it on, no. Y'all going to see this. She's going to say, I felt like it wouldn't be detailed. Man, please. Whoop. They were expecting it, and it looked like it should have been just because the fabric kind of swallowed you up. Like, girl, you could have had it. But it was cute. It was really good, though. I did enjoy, even though I didn't care for that music video, but the look itself was dead on. So, shout out to Pheromone. Of course, Sasha Velour did applause. And it was basically perfect. It was basically spot on. And it was very Sasha. Like, that just fall right in her category. Alexis Michelle, padding. But of all the looks for Gaga, I mean, it's a great look on its own. It really is. She looks beautiful. And it's a wonderful dress. She made it herself. But just in the category of Gaga, though, like whenever I want to do Gaga and it's drag, I want it to be like the meat dress. Where's the caution tape? Like, that's what I was looking for. But, to each his own interpretation. Shea Coulee. I'm actually indifferent about Shea's look, actually. It's like, I like it. It's not bad, but it didn't really blow me away either. So, it's pretty safe. Now, even though I don't really too much fuck with Trinity, this American Horror Story look, it did give it to me. It gave it to me. I did like it. The only thing I guess I don't like about it, and I don't even know if there was much you could have really done to make it better, was the effect of the blood on the neck. It looked very dry and finger painty-ish. And maybe just because she probably applied it a long time ago before she could actually put it on the stage. But that was the only thing that I really didn't like about it, was that part looked kind of dry and fake looking. But other than that, fantastic. I don't too much mess with you, girl, but I like that look. Kimora Black. No. This looks like a Kimora Black outfit. I wouldn't look at this and see Gaga. And what's crazy is in her confessional, she was like, oh, everybody wants to do that red carpet look, like boring. I'm going to wear something that she got like at the airport. But I'm like, good idea, good thinking, but you didn't quite execute it the way that I'm sure you were planning. And I still love Kim, though. I still love her. James Mansfield. Now, I want to give James credit because I feel like just the look alone was actually pretty good. I actually did like this look. James only kind of took away from it with his whole campy shtick of trying to look tired and whatnot. Excuse me. But as far as just the look alone, I think it was actually pretty good. But the whole tired shtick just kind of took away from the performance of it all. Aja and her look. Now, I like what the look stood for. I think Aja did a very good job. Something about it seems like it's missing. I don't know what it is. Maybe if the hair was bigger, I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. Something feels like it could just be edited just a little bit. Nothing major. Something very small that I can't quite put my finger on. But other than that, she looks great. The outfit was very well made and constructed. Amazing. And, of course, my bitch, Miss Nina Bonita Brown, came out in the Bad Romance outfit, fully padded, with her breastplate. and it was everything. I was actually surprised that she didn't fall and tumble down the runway because she couldn't see. But yeah, I love this look, and that's actually one of my personal favorite Gaga looks as well. Is that everything? I believe that's everything as far as the looks goes. Oh, thank God. We're 35 minutes in, honey. So now, quickly, I want to talk about Untucked, and it's not going to be long. Most of it I kind of intertwined with before. And Nina was like, you know what, Kimora, no, this is no shade. Have you had any plastic surgery? I'm glad we're getting this out the way week one, because Kimora talked about it on her live feeds before, that those are her real cheekbones. And I kind of believe it, because I've seen, Vietnamese people with very large and high cheekbones, so it wouldn't really be surprising to me. The only reason why people kind of feel like giving her like somewhat of a side eye is because when they asked her, she said no. But then later on, she's like, I haven't had anything done to my face. But then she's like, oh, wait, I may have had my lips done. I'm not sure. But it's like, girl, which is it? Eureka was going in on James. So James was kind of quiet. James was kind of reserved. I probably was thinking about, his performance. Probably didn't feel too good about it. Who knows what's going on in your head the first day of Drag Race. You could be something everywhere. But Eureka was trying to say, oh, you didn't stand out, this, that, and the fourth, which that may be true. But he was talking about Nina as well. But I'm like, but wait. Nina stood out more to me than anybody. That's why she won the contest. But yeah, she was saying that she didn't stand out. I thought that was very strange. Gaga came in, talked about, her background with drag and how it, how sometimes she always felt like she almost couldn't really fight for gay rights because she wasn't necessarily gay herself, but she was, around so many powerful gay men that, she just felt, the need to fight for the cause, which is all very admirable. Lady Gaga always comes off very genuine when she speaks about the causes that she supports. And, of course, lastly, we have to talk about this returning queen thing. So, we kind of already know who it is. And just because, well, people have been talking about it everywhere that it's Cynthia Lee Fontaine. It makes sense just because of how the silhouette from behind looked. And of course, it's been everywhere. And Cynthia's been liking like all the season 9 girls' pictures, and so it's just like this is the worst kept secret in the world. And I was wondering, like, how is it going to be the first episode and nobody goes home? Like, what are they going to do at the end of the episode? So I guess they brought her in. But my thing is, why Cynthia? I love me some Cynthia, but she won Miss Congeniality, so it seems odd for them to allow her to compete again. It's not like she didn't win anything last season, so I'm kind of curious as to the logic behind that part, but whatever. If it is her, I'm glad just because we're only one episode in and we still have 14 queens left. So this is going to be a long season. It looks like it's going to be an amazing season. It looks like it's going to be full of talent and shenanigans, and I'm ready for it. We're going to be here every step of the way. I'm so glad for you guys to stay patient with me. I was not going to let this go by. I'm already biting my lip and just tearing myself apart that I have not talked about these housewives in the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but I'm trying to come back as soon as I can, y'all. Really, I done already stepped my over boundaries in this video, but it's Drag Race. It's the first episode. I'm going to do what I want to do. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Leave your comments below. Who do you think... here's a good question. Leave in your comments below who you think would have been in the bottom 2 this week if you had to pick. I think if I had to pick, it probably would have been a combination between James Mansfield and Kimora Black. I think that's what it would have been in the bottom 2. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know who you think the new queen is that's returning. And I'll see you guys next week for the next episode. Bye-bye, guys.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.